città è una luce che riscalda.
Dear viewers of iitaly TV, we are very excited today at Casa Italiana because we have a chance to have Peppe Voltarelli back here. He has been here before, but today he's performing a very, very special program that is also containing this book, DVD, CD that we have here, and it's Voltarelli Canta Profazio. We're going to go back to this title and the content of this CD and this book in a few minutes. But before, I would like to welcome Peppe back to New York and to Casa Italiana.
Thank you, Stefano. I'm very happy to be here, and for me it's really a great honor to present my work here. And I'm proud because this work is a work of 3 years, and now everybody have this chance to discover this author and to discover a new phase of my culture, of my roots.
And which are these roots? Where were you born, Peppe?
I'm from Calabria. I'm born in Cosenza, and I moved to Bologna in 1988 for university. And in Bologna I started to write and sing in Calabrian, in dialect.
That's interesting that you started writing and
Yeah.
singing Calabrese when you were in Bologna, in
Yes.
the north of Italy.
Yes, because it's usually that you understand the meaning of your story when you are far from your place.
And you were in Bologna studying.
Yeah, I study in Bologna.
What did you study?
I make dams, D-A-M-S, and I...
Art, theater,
yeah,
performing arts.
Cinema.
So you were studying in the most innovative school in the oldest university in the world.
Yes, but
You're a man of contradictions.
Yes, I needed to stay in Bologna because Bologna was my place of experimentation, artistic workshop, meeting other culture, other person that are in the trip like me.
And Peppe, your voice, your singing voice, your acting voice is very strongly connected to your roots, as you mentioned, to the fact that you are from Calabria. In these CD and book, you sort of open up to the rest of southern Italy, so it's a collective voice of several different regions from the south, including Sicily. But one of the major components of your work is also your interest for the Italian diaspora, for the Italians like you and I who immigrated out of Italy, especially in Latin America and the United States. When did you start getting these interests for the Italians out of Italy?
The beginnings of this story is in 2003 in Germany for a documentary called Deutschland with my friend Giuseppe Gagliardi, and this story continued in US and Argentina in 2008. You remember, you have been here with
La leggenda.
La vera leggenda di Tony Villar to discover where is this man, this big singer. He's appeared.
La leggenda di Tony Villar, we have to open a little parenthesis about that because we presented it.
Yeah,
and
of course.
when I received the proposal, I immediately found it astounding because I really could not understand whether you were talking about a real historical character who really existed or a made-up character. And I believe it's the first Italian mockumentary. It's a fake documentary about somebody. And it's a fascinating story. Tell us something about La vera leggenda di Tony Villar.
Yeah, Tony Villar.
The true legend of Tony Villar.
Yes, the Tony Villar was a very important Italo-Argentinian singer, very famous in the 60s, #1 in the chart with a big hit like Quando Calienta il Sol or Clarito de Luna. And in a moment he disappeared, stopped to sing, and nobody knows where is this man. So everybody asked where is Tony Villar, and we moved to his story, and we looked for him in Buenos Aires, and we found him not in Buenos Aires but in New York City, in the Bronx, where he made a new life, like a used car sellers. And when we met him at the final, he told us the real story, why he stopped to sing. And in this trip, we tell the story of the all Italians of Buenos Aires, of Bronx, of Brooklyn, and it was for me very, very important moment of my career, because it was a film about the decline of a big star in 10 years. stop to sing and do another job, another work. And it was very, very strong for me, and was the opportunity to know the story of hundreds of immigrants. And this is a very, very strong thing, because now we know what we are talking about when people come in Italy from Africa, from Iraq, from Afghanistan.
Lo Padre nostro mai fatto scordare è la meglio parte di l'Ave Maria. Amore, 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 amore. E quando t'hai vista e t'hai amata tanto, pare che mi facesti la magia, crescesti come l'erba di campo, crescesti bene appena, amara mia. Amore, 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 amore.
But we need to talk briefly about the reason you're here.
Yeah.
That is, Voltarelli canta Profazio. So we need to, the name Profazio, of course, Otello Profazio is a name that many Italians know, because Profazio is a very important anthropologist, social researcher, and author who in his songs basically tells a very important part of Italian history, of traditions, but also of problems, of social issues.
Yeah.
And tell us something about how he has been active since the 50s.
Yeah, 1950.
So
yeah.
he has had a very long,
Career.
successful, prestigious career with many recognitions. How was your encounter with him? Buongiorno Maestro, right? The phone call?
Yeah, because I know that he was my man. He was my point of reference in the history of folk research. And when I discovered this man, I start to study his work, and I feel the necessity of come inside his work and take all of his work inside my project. And I had the chance to know him personally, and we became friends. Anzi, lo saluto. Ciao, Maestro Profazio. And and we do a lot of shows together, and so. In a moment he told me, okay, I respect you because you do concert alone with guitar and tell a story like I do since 1950. And this is for me was a big moment, because, you know, it's like I met my Woody Guthrie, my all things that been before me in this music, in this story, in this lyrics. And this is a chance to talk about my place. It's a chance to talk in many languages, not only Calabrian, Sicilian, Napolitan, Pugliese, Mediterranean language. And the producer of the album is from Syracuse, is Carlo Muratori, is big musicians. The artwork of the book is done about two Napolitan artists, Anna and Rosaria Corcione.
And I just wanted to say something about the artwork in the book is beautiful, it's very profound, it's very deep. And there is an inspiration of another Southern Italian artist, that is Mimmo Rotella.
Right? Yeah.
And the technique of the collage, mixed techniques. And tell us about these two Neapolitan artists, Anna Rosaria Corcione, that worked on specifically. These are not works of art that were pre-existent. They were conceived to accompany the lyrics and the songs by Profazio.
Yeah, you know, they work in a dimension of strappi and stratificazioni, because they consider
like ripping and stratification, different strata.
And they put inside their work They put inside the photo of Profazio cover album.
And
they
of
put inside
yourself.
my photo. Yeah, because our story is a story, you know, a different, very, very different level. No, level of domination of culture, of languages.
And there is another very important connection with that tradition between the visual arts, the visual representation, and the singing. There is the storytellers that were going around with the squares,
cantastoria.
with the cantastoria, and they normally would tell the story, would sing the story, because they really would cantastoria. In English there isn't the equivalent. There is storytelling,
Yeah.
but in Italy we should say story singing. Story
yeah.
singers, because they sang the stories and they accompanied their singing with these panels, with these paintings
Yes.
that where you could see what they were singing. And the idea is similar, that these works of art accompany and complement what it's in the song.
In the song, yes. It's a modern cantastoria. We use tonight, maybe we use the screening of the works, and we perform near these works. And so it's, you know, we stay very close. The arts, the language are very close, and this is una metafora, no, del nostro anche viaggio, our trip in the art, in the life is we need to stay close, we need to condivide.
Would you be happy if instead of introducing you as actor, singer, songwriter, I would simply say Peppe Voltarelli is a modern cantastoria?
Perfetto, modern cantastoria, it's very exactly for me. Thank you.